Get out of your own way. This is as much a message for me as it is for you, because we all do this. We all, in wanting things in our lives, in having goals, in having dreams, in having desires, we tend to get in our own way more than we get out of our own way. And whether or not we actually succeed at something or we get what we want, it depends in a large part on whether or not we get out of our own way. And why? Why do we need to get out of our own way, and why are we such an important factor in whether or not we get something we want? And ultimately, it's because, and this is my belief, we are the creators of our own lives. And we are the creators of our own lives in many more ways than we are aware of. And so if we don't have something we want, it's largely due to us. It's largely our responsibility. And when you've been wanting something, and you've been wanting it very strongly, and sometimes it's even painful to have not achieved it yet, hearing that it's on you can make it even more painful. It can hurt just a little bit more to hear that it is at least in part because you have gotten in your own way of getting that thing that you want, or having that experience that you want. And this, I've lived this. I've lived this, I've gotten in my way so many times. And I've gotten out of my way so many times, my own way so many times. So when I look back at certain things that I have experienced in my life, the things that did not go so well are largely because I got in my own way. The things that did go well are largely because I got out of my own way. And there is something really, really important here that everyone who wants something can benefit from understanding this. If it is on us, if it is our responsibility for the way our lives turn out and whether or not we achieve certain things, it also means we are the ones with all the power over our own lives. This means nothing outside of us can stop us from getting what we want. Total responsibility gives you total power. As soon as you put the responsibility on someone or something else, you give away your own power. Or at least, you don't give away the power because you always have it, but because of your perspective, it makes it harder to actually tap into the power you have within. Because you're saying, this thing outside of me has an influence over whether or not I achieve what I want. And in my belief and in my experience, it isn't the case. You can blame people and circumstances all you want, but at the end of the day, it's on us. Which means, at the end of the day, we have all the power over our own lives, what we create, what we experience, and what we do in our lives. And one of the major keys to this is to get out of our own way in accomplishing what we want. So what does it mean to even be in your own way? Like, why would I get in my own way, right? And largely it's not conscious. You don't do it on purpose usually. It's usually more of a subconscious thing. And it has to do with the 3 factors that determine our results in life. And those are thoughts, feelings, and actions. Those are the 3 things we really have control of within ourselves to do what we want to do, achieve what we want to achieve, right? We have our thoughts, we have our feelings, and we have our actions. And there's a formula that has really helped me understand this stuff. It's called the manifestation formula. And the formula goes thoughts plus feelings plus actions equals results, right? Thoughts plus feelings plus actions equals results. Those are, for the most part, those are typically the inputs that are going to lead to the output that we want, right? So if we are in our own way, what this usually means is the thoughts, the feelings, and the actions are out of alignment with the results that we want, right? And the way I like to see it is, what determines the actions? To me, it's the thoughts and the feelings. It's the way we think and the way we feel determines how we act, right? For the most part, our belief systems, our perspectives, the knowledge we have, the way we feel about things, the way we think about things will determine how we act, right? And if the thoughts and the feelings determine how we act, it means ultimately the thoughts and the feelings determine our results. And if we combine the thoughts and the feelings together, what we have overall is the energy. So, the energy we are in ultimately determines our results. If we are in our own way, it means we have misaligned our energy with what we want. We have misaligned our thoughts and our feelings, which then misaligns the actions, which then leads to the results that we may or may not want, right? Well, if we're out of alignment, then it's the results that we don't want. On the flip side, if our energy is in alignment with what we want, with the results that we want to get, it means the thoughts and the feelings will be in alignment, which will lead to aligned actions, which will lead to the results that we want. In other words, we're out of our own way. We have either released certain thoughts and certain feelings that are not in alignment with what we want, that are limiting us, that are holding us back. We're stopping certain actions that are holding us back from getting what we want. And we're starting to invest ourselves into the thoughts, the feelings, and the actions that are in alignment with whatever we want to experience in our lives. So, the summary here is, usually when we don't have something we want, it's because we've gotten in our own way. And we can pay attention to 3 things that we might be doing to be in our own way. We're going to be thinking in a certain way that might be out of alignment with what we want. We may be feeling a certain way that might be out of alignment with what we want. Or we might be doing things that are out of alignment with what we want. And the good news is that, in my belief and in my experience, we really are the creators of our lives, and it doesn't matter so much what other people are doing or even what's happening in the world. Like, we really do have the power to create our lives the way we want them to be. We may need to adapt to what happens, but nothing can truly stop us. So, I'll leave you with that. Try out the formula and see if it resonates with you, and see if you can become more aware of which thoughts, feelings, and actions might be putting you out of alignment with what you want, and which thoughts, feelings, and actions will put you in alignment with what you want. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.